he hit us meet in a blue car. She want me to pick her up, but she too far. She want me to f*** her roll, but I'm too smart. I'm drawing, nigga, vibing to my new art. When I die, let me die in the ocean. Ride away, man, I'm sleep with the motion. Niggas want heat, take the bread out the toast. Thought it was sweet, pussy nigga, I told you. Nigga, who is he? Hit us meet in a blue car. She want me to pick her up, but she too far. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you subscribed before, I appreciate you. And if you like this video, I appreciate you even more.
Okay, I've been talking to a therapist trying to help me with the shit I've been saying. I said crazy shit on my mom for no reason. No reason. Oh wait, maybe I said that shit about Puffy because he got Tupac killed.
Well, the story that was circulated was that after Tupac got killed, Puffy allegedly gave the money to Zip.
Yes.
And Zip was supposed to give the money to Keefe and them. Yes. But he never gave the money to him.
But thank God he never gave him the money, right? Think about it. If he gave the money, Puffy will be in prison now.
Baby, y'all need to get in on this drama right now because 50 Cent just leaked the tea about how the FBI and Homeland Security are allegedly working hand in hand to pin the murder of Tupac on Diddy. Y'all remember that crazy raid on Diddy's houses by Homeland Security? Well, according to 50, not only were they looking for evidence of sex trafficking, but they were also looking for evidence to tie Diddy to Tupac's murder in 1996. According to 50, the feds are allegedly making headway in the case, and they are going to pop Diddy any time from now. He also revealed that the police have a long list of witnesses who are ready to testify against Diddy in the case, including some of your favorite celebs. Y'all might want to hold on to your edges for this one because it is about to get crazy.
There was the rumor that after Pac got killed, Puffy gave Zip $1 million that was supposed to be handed over, and Zip ended up keeping it. And I remember when I interviewed TK Kirkland, who was actually roommates with Zip at one point. They were that close. He actually said, yeah.
The feds said that too.
He said that actually happened.
Wee baby, the charges against Diddy are starting to mount up even more and more. And girl, we are starting to go way back to the 90s. And this time, people are talking about some of his alleged crimes that happened in the 90s, including the 1999 shooting in a nightclub where he, his girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, and his artist Shine. But that's not the only thing that Diddy is allegedly going to be charged with, because according to 50 Cent, the feds are also carrying out another investigation, and this time, it's about Tupac's murder. See, 50 Cent is claiming that Diddy is allegedly going to be charged with putting out a hit on Tupac Shakur, leading to Tupac's murder. Of course, 50 is only too happy to throw more shade at Diddy, especially since Diddy was exposed for pimping out Diddy's baby mama, Daphne Joy, and making her his worker. 50 Cent flipped out on Daphne and Diddy on social media saying, "I didn't know you was a worker, you little worker, LOL. Yo, this ish is a movie." He also accused her of trying to trap him with another baby, saying, "You moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy, so you moved back and then you started receiving money from Brother Love. Now here we are, little worker." However, Daphne flipped the script on him because she exposed him for being just as bad as Diddy, saying, "Everything is a joke to you until our safety is compromised, which is happening now. You are wreaking real havoc, frenzy, and chaos onto people's lives. Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of SAing me and physically abusing me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time." Well, 50 was not so happy about being exposed, and for some reason, he is blaming Diddy for this, because somehow he believes that Diddy put Daphne up to it, so that people would be talking about 50 Cent and how he allegedly put pause on Daphne and not on Diddy and his ongoing situation with the feds, as well as the 1,000,001 lawsuits that he's currently facing. Diddy and 50 have beef that goes back to the 90s, so with this new drama with 50 Cent's baby mama, you can bet that 50 is more than excited to see Diddy go to jail, which is why he's leaking this new tea about Diddy allegedly going to prison for unaliving Tupac. I swear, every time we think the Diddy-Tupac saga has hit rock bottom, some new bombshell drops that just blows everything wide open again, and let me tell you, it's wild. Now, 50 Cent is finally stepping into the ring, and he's not holding back because he is dead set on sending Diddy straight to the slammer for Tupac's murder. The whole debate around Diddy's alleged involvement in Tupac's death has been buzzing on social media for a couple of months now, and like I said, it just keeps getting more intense by the minute. According to 50, Diddy had Tupac taken out because he was getting too bold for his own good, and Diddy was terrified that Tupac was about to spill some serious tea. Now, y'all remember the legendary beef between Diddy's Bad Boy Records and Tupac, Suge Knight, and Death Row Records back in the day, right? Those were some heated times, with shots being fired left, right, and center in their songs. Turns out Tupac stumbled up
from High 97 because of that.
Wendy has also talked about this in the past, saying that Diddy tried to burn her at the stake for trying to expose him.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
He even tried to get her jumped by the members of his girl group, Total.
I remember I got off the air one day and them the Total were downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Skell hiding like a girl. Thanks, Skell. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through. Now, I'm not like, what, let's fight, because I'm not one of those type of broads.
Wendy's now ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, also spoke about this in an interview, revealing just how close Diddy came to ruining Wendy's life and her career.
Is it true that Diddy got her fired from the radio station? Did he have anything to do with that?
I think that he had, yes, I think he got, well, let's be clear, nobody got fired.
Okay.
He got suspended.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he use his influence and power with Steve Smith and him at the time, and God knows whatever his relationship was with the overall station, because Bad Boy was a powerhouse. We all know how Bad Boy dominated a large part of the 90s. And as far as New York, there was a powerhouse. So was he, King Joffrey Joe? Yeah. Did he go in there and shake him up and say, yo, I want this chick off? She's dissing my group and all kinds.
And get this, the wild part about this is that Wendy wasn't even sure if Diddy was gay at the time. She was just dishing out some juicy rumors she'd heard like she always does, and he went all out to shut her down. So just imagine how he'd react if one of his rivals back then tried to out him. But Wendy wasn't the only one stirring the pot. There have been plenty of voices in the industry chiming in on Diddy's love life. Even his former bodyguard Gene spilled some piping hot tea on Diddy's adventures with the fellas. And then there's rapper Exhibit, who spilled the beans about Diddy once taking him to a gay bar. Talk about putting it all out there.
Business, we go down and get a drink. We sitting there bopping to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the f is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, then there's girls in the club too. And then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like butt naked.
And if that wasn't enough, Orlando Brown threw another log on the fire, claiming that Diddy gave him some, well, let's just say intimate attention. Yeah, the rumors have been flying fast and furious, and it's like everyone's got a story to tell about Diddy's extracurricular activities.
I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash koosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the shooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo.
Oh, and let's not even get started on 50 Cent and how he has been steadily exposing Diddy over the years. There was a time he shaded Diddy on IG and said, "Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Putty Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow." There's also the time he went on The Breakfast Club and said that Diddy was fruity.
And when he's doing, he says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.
Let me tell you about 50 Cent. This guy's like a one-man wrecking crew when it comes to exposing Diddy. But hold on to your seats, because we're about to dive into that a little later. Now, if you're wondering why Diddy's been keeping shut while everyone else is spilling the tea on him, well, there are a couple of reasons for that. Back in the 90s, Diddy didn't have his career on lock like he does now, so he had a whole lot more to lose back then. But fast forward to today, and things are a bit different. He's already solidified his status as a legend in the industry, so he's not sweating as much. Plus, let's be real here. The general population isn't as hung up on someone's sexuality as the industry might be, so his career probably won't take as big of a hit as it might have back in the day. But wait, there's more. See, Diddy and Pac weren't exactly best buddies before all this drama unfolded. There was already some serious East Coast West Coast beef brewing, so there was plenty of bad blood to go around. And then there's the whole chain of events leading up to Pac's untimely demise. Turns out, a few weeks before Pac got shot, Diddy allegedly put the wheels in motion to steal a Death Row Records chain from someone in Tupac's crew, and he sent one of his associates named Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane. Word on the street is that Diddy planned to use the chain in a music video as a diss aimed at Pac, Suge Knight, and Death Row Records as a whole. Yeah, talk about adding fuel to the fire. Well, unfortunately for Baby Lane, Trevon recognized him in the lobby of MGM Grand Lobby when he was with Tupac and some other people on death row, and they immediately jumped Baby Lane.
There was this fight. It's on video. Everyone is seeing it. And next thing you know,
Here's where things get even more twisted. Baby Lane, the guy Diddy allegedly tasked with swiping that Death Row Records chain, just so happens to be the nephew of Keef D, the man who recently got nabbed for Tupac's murder. Talk about a tangled web. Now, for the longest time, folks thought that the brawl between Pac and his crew and Baby Lane sparked the whole drive-by shooting saga. But hold on to your hats, because new intel has come to light, and it's a game changer. Turns out the real reason behind Pac's tragic demise was allegedly Diddy himself, who reportedly slapped a cool $1 million bounty on Pac's head. Yeah, you heard me right, $1 million for anyone who could take Pac out. And let me tell you, $1 million back in '95 was worth a whole lot more than it is today, which is why folks have been giving Diddy the major side eye. Now, some folks tried to spin it, saying Diddy was just trying to send a message to Death Row with the bounty. But here's the thing, Pac wasn't the main person that Diddy had beef with in the industry. I mean, if he really wanted to throw a wrench into Death Row's gears, wouldn't it make more sense for him to target Suge Knight, the man who owned the label, and paying $1 million to take out someone just because you've been trading diss tracks? Nah, something doesn't add up there. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just ain't gonna work. And the talk of Diddy putting a bounty isn't just a rumor, because several people have come out to confirm that it happened, including Keef D himself. One of Keef D's associates revealed that Diddy did pay out the $1 million, but it never got to Keef D because someone got greedy.
Well, the story that is circulated was that after Tupac got killed, Puffy allegedly gave the money to Zip.
Yes.
And Zip was supposed to give the money to Keefy and them.
Yes.
But he never gave the money to him.
But thank God he never gave him the money, right? Think about it. If he gave the money, Puffy would be in prison now, money for hire, a murder for hire. So thank God, it's just a true story. I'm not saying yes or no, but if he would have gave them the money, it'd have been a murder for hire, and Puffy would be locked up.
Keef even revealed that the FBI was able to trace the money, confirming that Diddy paid it out, but it didn't get to Keef Girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang. The FBI said
So the FBI told you the
he
same
was a
thing?
dirty motherfucker, yeah.
So the FBI told you that Zip kept that money as well.
They said Zip's a dirty motherfucker. Everybody cross you.
Hold on to your wig, because it's about to fly off with this bombshell. Not only did Diddy allegedly slap that $1 million bounty on Pac's head, but he actually forked over the money after the deed was done. Can you believe it? Talk about scandalous. But wait, it gets even juicier. See, in the rap game, it's been something of an open secret that Diddy might have had a hand in setting Pac up. Just take a listen to Eminem's track Kill Shot, where he dropped this bomb. But Kells, the day you put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed. Now, Eminem ain't one to chase clout. He must have heard something from a really reliable source to spit a line like that. And if that's not enough, Jaguar Wright came out swinging a few months back, claiming that Diddy was allegedly offing folks who'd been in his circle back at Uptown Records. Talk about stirring the pot.
I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Emmy's dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left
evil, bro.
are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
She even pointed out how suspicious it was that people around Diddy always seemed to meet their end under sketchy circumstances whenever they were about to spill the tea in a tell-all book or memoir.
Found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books.
Oh, shoot.
Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died.
Dang.
Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
Dang. It's crazy.
Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning.
And you know, 50 Cent couldn't resist jumping into the ring. He straight up declared at one of his shows that Diddy had indeed put a hit out on Tupac. And get this, he made this declaration just a few days after Keith D got nabbed. Talk about timing. It's like the floodgates of secrets have been thrown wide open and the truths come flooding out.
Okay, I've been talking to a therapist trying to help me with the shit I be saying. I said crazy shit on my mom for no reason. No fucking reason. Oh wait, maybe I said that shit to my boyfriend because he got Tupac killed.
But he didn't stop there, because he also took to Instagram, where he posted the last known picture of Tupac and said, "So Tupac got lined up by Brother Love, LOL. Time to lawyer up. Things might get sticky." And talking about sticky situations, Tupac is not the only one who 50 Cent thinks might be facing charges for, because he also brought up the topic of the 1999 shooting that involved Diddy, his then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and rapper Shine, who was signed to Bad Boy Records at the time. Interestingly, J-Lo and this incident were recently referenced in Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy, where he claimed that J-Lo was the one carrying the gun that Diddy had used in the shooting. In the lawsuit, Rod said, on another occasion, while standing in Mr. Combs' bedroom, Mr. Jones was forced to watch as Mr. Combs displayed his guns and bragged about getting away with shooting people. Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation with another individual. This is interesting because Diddy had always claimed that he was innocent and it was Shine who did the shooting. For some context, back in December 1999, Diddy took Shine and his then girlfriend J-Lo to a New York club with him, but things went wrong when he got involved in an altercation with another patron at the club. Man, the drama just keeps on coming, doesn't it? So picture this, things are getting heated, tempers are flaring, and then out of nowhere, Shine whips out a gun and starts firing shots into the air. Chaos ensues, and before you know it, 3 people are left injured. Shine found himself in hot water real quick, slapped with charges left and right, assault, reckless endangerment, criminal possession of a weapon, and even attempted murder. The whole 9 yards. Now, here's where things get murky. Despite being acquitted of the attempted murder charge, Shine still ended up getting slapped with a hefty 10-year sentence for the other charges. But folks have always had their suspicions about the case, and now the story is that Diddy allegedly sacrificed Shine to save his own skin. Apparently, there was a witness who claimed they saw both Diddy and Shine firing guns that night. And get this, even an eyewitness and a ballistics expert testified that the injuries were been caused by a second gunman, not Shine. But Diddy, who was believed to be the second shooter, never faced any charges for it. Nope, he just had to deal with the gun found in his car, but those charges got dismissed real quick. But wait, it gets worse. About this is that Bad Boy Records then dropped Shine when he was in prison. Shine also confirmed that Diddy had betrayed him in a 20s at 20 interview where he said, "Puff apologized. He did apologize to me for that when we met in Paris. He did say that he could have handled it better, but he was under a lot of pressure from the lawyers to throw me under the bus." But 50 Cent doesn't believe that the lawyers had anything to do with Diddy's decision because she thinks that Diddy was just being selfish. Yeah, this is one hot mess. The feds have officially reopened investigations into the case, especially since one of the victims recently came out to claim that Diddy was the one who shot her, not Shine, which adds up to the original eyewitness statement and the ballistics report. The victim longer here because Pac knew Diddy was a closet gay. Diddy's nothing but a piece of ish, and I've always believed that Puffy was involved, but not because of the Bad Boy Death Row beef, but because Pac was starting to very loudly out him on songs. People in the industry knew, but the masses didn't. Being outed at that time in the rap community would likely affect his career and reputation really badly.
Dang, YouTube, that's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, all this news coming out is crazy. 2024 is a crazy year, bro. And like I said, if Diddy did all that stuff to them people, especially if he got Pac gone, bro, like, yeah, he gotta do some time, man. Do life. Diddy deserves life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope he get that shit. If he did everything, I hope he get it, bro. Simple. It's your boy Kevin, man. Y'all like it. If y'all enjoyed the video, man, like the video for me. Subscribe if you new. Help the channel out. And it's your boy Kevin, man. I'm out. Hoes just gonna be hoes. I don't care. Friends turn into foes. I don't care. I'ma keep counting them bands. I don't care. Nigga, we aim at your mans. I don't care. Adrenaline rush. Wait till I turn to a super saiyan. I don't care what a nigga saying. I don't care what a nigga thinking. I don't care what a nigga drinking. Let me die in the ocean. Ride away, man. I'm sleep with the motion. Niggas want heat, take the bread out the toast. Thought it was sweet, pussy nigga. I told